Now, there are more than 3.1 billion visits every single month on Amazon KDP, and still you're not able to make even $1,000 per month with your books. How is that possible? In fact, today I want to show you, it doesn't matter the level of your expertise, I want to show you 3 simple rules that you can apply today in order to start making sales immediately from day one on Amazon KDP. Because it's literally impossible to don't make sales if you follow the rule of the game. And I'm gonna show you in just a second what I mean by the rule of the game. But yeah, and also keep in mind that right now, more than 50% of the entire US population is having basically an Amazon Prime subscription, and that is crazy to me. And this lets you understand where Amazon is going and why you should listen to me very, very carefully, right? And I want to start immediately by giving a little bit of proof because, of course, guys, I've been in this space for a lot of years. And yeah, thanks to Amazon KDP, I was able to completely change my life, right? I was able to travel over 11 countries in a couple of years. Everything changed. I mean, the whole design of my life changed thanks to Amazon KDP because it allowed me to shape my intentions and manifest all the stuff that I always wanted to do. I was able to surf in Indonesia, go around the world, basically work whenever I want, make amazing experiences, go off grid, be able to travel to Bangkok, Vietnam, Thailand, Egypt, a lot of places, do always stuff that I always wanted to do without ask permission to anybody. Sleeping in the jungle with my girlfriend, everything thanks to KDP. But it's not only about, of course, the money. It's not always about the freedom, but also the realization that a very simple business model can actually make yourself, you can know yourself better, right? So I finally started to know myself for real because I have more free time to actually understand that. Because you cannot understand what you want to do in your life if you don't have time to do that. So I finally discovered that I literally love to take care of a bonsai. I literally love to go barefoot in parks and stay in nature. I discovered that I like to try incredible expensive food. Same thing for the food that I eat every single day. I don't care anymore if I spend $20, $50, $100 more per day to invest in foods that actually are very good to my body because I actually have a business that take care of my lifestyle. And yeah, of course, I start the journey with Nick and Manu to help other people build a $100,000 per year digital book business in less than an hour per day. And I'm going to show you the foundations behind that. Okay, so this is Nick on the left and then Manu in the center. This is me. And yeah, we also have many other people, of course, achieving insane results. This is Ricar's $7,000 in 30 days. Ravina, $13,000 per month. Joe, an extra $1,000 per month with 95% organic sales. Melanie, I mean, I can go on and on and on with $43,000 in a single month while basically be 2 weeks disconnected. I can go on and on with many other results. But the most important thing is that all these results are generated just on Amazon without Facebook or Google ads, without followers or social media following at all, without showing their face, without spend money in inventory. So let me guide you on everything. Now, the most important part is that probably right now you are in this part of the fence. You're in the publisher hamster wheel, meaning that you publish random books just to try to find a winner when Amazon doesn't work like that. And basically 70% of all the publishers are burned out from this process simply because they don't understand what they're doing. I mean, they find some random information on YouTube and then they think everything is amazing, right? So the most important thing you realize is that you don't have to publish random books without a goal. So a lot of people publish random books that leads to more random books because they're not working. And then of course, everything leads to less money, less time, less energy. This is the famous publisher hamster wheel. Like 90% of the time, people that are publishing, I don't know, low content books, or they're trying to publish fiction books or stuff like that, or books about their passion, they're exactly here because they don't realize the rule of the game. And yet the opposite of this approach, of course, is the algorithm domination, right? Where basically you publish books that are relevant for Amazon readers for real. That's exactly the face of our uncle Jeff Bezos. And the most important thing is that you start always with an ideal reader in your mind. So you have exactly for what type of subject you want to create your book, then you're going to create a real relevant book. And then of course, Amazon is going to categorize your book in a certain way that is going to give you more exposure, exactly like you saw in our students' results. Once you get the things in a certain way, I'm going to show you immediately what I mean by that, right? But first of all, what I mean by exposure, because exposure doesn't mean anything. By exposure means that Amazon ranks your book higher in the search page. So virtually there are all the books in the Amazon rankings, right? And you're going to rank higher in the first page, which is one of the main reasons why people don't make sales, because they are not actually in the first page. Same thing, Amazon suggests your books in similar book topics and keywords, which is massive to drive even more traffic. Also, Amazon suggests your books in the customers also bought section, that basically is a section below the description of your book or any other products on Amazon, because even physical product, right? And then Amazon recommends your book on its newsletter. Okay, it's very important. If you achieve all of this, your book will be unstoppable. I'm gonna show you right now the 3 rules to make it happen. Okay, so first of all, it's very, very important, guys, is the 30 days rule. Nobody understands this. Nobody understands this at least correctly. So Amazon loves, first of all, to make more money. Because guys, if you don't understand what Amazon love, you don't understand how to actually bring profits from Amazon. Because it's literally impossible to make money in a platform if you don't know the platform, right? That doesn't make sense. So in this case, there is the 30 days rule that allows you to understand that Amazon loves to make more money in the shortest amount of time while still having happy clients. And it's very important to keep in mind all these 3 rules before implementing anything, right? So Amazon rewards you, so shows your book to more people if customers click, engage, and buy your book. Because what Amazon does is very important, because it can understand in a glimpse if your book is worth selling or not. Why? Because Amazon makes more money, loves to make more money in the shortest amount of time while still having happy clients. So doesn't want to push a book that is basically, right? And what Amazon does is very cool, because before pushing your book to more and more people, wants to understand if it's worth selling in the first place, right? It basically pushes your book to different group of people. As you can see, there is the audience 1, audience 2, audience 3, audience 4. And what it does is sees that if the first group of people click a lot your book, and of course is interested in your book based on the title, based on the book cover, based on, of course, the topics that you've chosen, right? And if they click on the book and, of course, engage in the book and buy the book, Amazon push your book to the second group, right? And then to the third group, and then to the fourth group. So this allows you to have a lot of sales in these 30 days, which is the key to have your book successful. So to achieve that, you should basically force Amazon to bring you the most amount of eyeballs and sales in the first 30 days. I'm gonna show you exactly what are the steps to do that, and clearly call out the ideal reader in the title, book cover, description of your book, because of course your book doesn't have to be the option for everybody, right? For us, it's very important, for Amazon, it's very important to push the book to specific people that are actually in line and love the topic you're about, you just published, right? So it's very important that to do that, you have to be very, very clear on your message. So in that case, your book should answer immediately and should basically fill the blanks of I help blank go from blank to blank so they can blank, right? So it's very important that if your book right now, it doesn't answer to this specific phrase, then it's not worth selling. So Amazon want to understand exactly what type of problem you solve in order to actually find a very good market for you in order to push your book. If you do not get clear on your message, readers don't buy, Amazon don't make sales, your book doesn't get traffic, and you don't make money. That's simple as that. So get clear on your message of your book and make sure to give Amazon a real reason to push your book for real. And this, of course, leads me to the second most important rule ever on Amazon, which is the blue ocean rule. Basically, here, the most important part to realize that you have to find micro niches that are the fastest way to make sales on KDP. So you actually understand Amazon that you want less competition, you want more sales, and you want to make them fast. So micro niche is the only way to do that, right? And the problem though is that a lot of people with KDP in general, they're beginners, right? They don't understand how to do it. For me, for example, we started in 2019. We did the same mistakes over and over again in the first year. And then of course, everything changes after a couple of months when we actually understood how to do that, right? So the real problem is that the majority of beginners focus always here, focus in the industry and in the market. So there are very broad categories, right? For example, the health and wellness, how many books there can be in the health and wellness space, like billions of books, right? Same thing for the fitness. How many people are looking for fitness every single day? But there are many types of different fitnesses, right? But then if you're able to go even more niche down, of course, in this case, it's bodybuilding. There is the intermediate focus here. So a lot of publishers that are making good stuff on KDP, probably $1,000 per month, a little bit more. They're all here, right? But the real pros are always here. This, of course, is just an example, bodybuilding for women, because actually let you understand that the more you niche down, the more actual money you can make, because Amazon understands exactly the type of audience you want to promote your book, and there is not much competition. I mean, people focus much more on bigger audiences. That's why they're not able to make money, because there is too much competition, and it's actually more difficult to convert people that have very broad interest in a specific purchase, right? So that's why we want to focus here. So it's very important to realize that your book is not for everybody, but it should help only a specific portion of the audience. That's what Amazon loves to see, okay? And just an example that I want to make to you, it's the difference between these two books, right? As you can see, there is the Mediterranean diet cookbook that is a very famous niche, right? And it's pretty narrowed down, right? It's like, I would say that is like a niche type of book. But it's like there are a lot of books here, right? So what we want to do is that we want to narrow down even more. In fact, this book, you can see the difference in sale is literally make like 20 times more sales. Just because they put Mediterranean diet for seniors, simply because if a person that I'm 60 years old, let's say, right? And I'm watching this book say, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need compared to this one that it's, I don't know, everybody can buy this book. But this one is for me, is for my partner, is because they understand that seniors people have different type of needs. And I want to actually buy a book that is for my needs, not something broad that everybody's buying, right? So it's very important to get narrowed down. It's insane. It's making like, I don't know how much money per month, probably more than $40,000 considering also the formats. And that's what's possible doing if you narrow down specifically to an audience that actually want to buy products tailored to them. Okay, and that's exactly what happened, because basically Amazon is gonna not only find the audience that is interested in Mediterranean diet and losing weight and whatever, but also that is searching actively diets for seniors, because that's exactly what they are, right? And of course, the solution is Mediterranean diet for seniors, which is just an example, right? I can make you an example with 10,000 of the topics, but the more specific your book is, the less the competition, the easier will be to make the sales. And of course, the faster Amazon is going to push your book over and over again. Now, before covering the third rule, which is one of the most important, you can join right now our free community that allows you to have all the foundations you need in order to understand how we created our 7-figure publishing business and how other people have generated over 6-figure every single year thanks to the same business model, the same system. And actually you can use these rules, but more in a practical way. Join our community down below, okay? Now, it's very important to say that there is a very simple way to convert people very fast, okay? And I want to start with a very good quote about Alex Hormozi that says, the point of a good writing is for the reader to understand, but the point of a good persuasion is for the prospect to feel understood. And it's very important because that's the main thing. That's the only way that we're going to convert a normal people, a normal buyer in just 3 minutes, just by seeing our book for the first time. And it's very important. And Amazon literally have 3 different type of readers that every single day comes to the platform. And it is the cold reader that is something that is someone that have a problem, but they don't know yet what is the solution, right? So it's this type of clients that we also want to sell our book. Then, of course, there is a lot of warm reader, because, of course, they know already the solution and they are open to buy. That's why Amazon is beautiful, because people already search. So, for example, people that understand already, for example, instead of typing maybe Mediterranean diet for seniors, they type, for example, Mediterranean diet for people over 60, right? Something like that. And Amazon automatically understand that with AI and all this stuff. But it's very important to understand there are people that are unaware of the solution. So they know they're old, they know that they have to lose weight, but they don't know yet that the Mediterranean diet is the best diet for them. Same thing, that there are already people that they know exactly that the Mediterranean diet is the best diet for them, because, I don't know, probably they saw on a YouTube videos, they saw on a podcast or whatever. And then there are people that are there exactly to buy. So our job as a book publisher is to convert all these 3 people in the fastest way possible. If our book is crafted in a way that is not only, you cannot only see a title and a book cover, but you actually see a real offer that the people say, oh my gosh, this is for me, right? And our job is to build a book that converts for us 24/7 by covering the exact problems that the customers have, right? Talk about the pain points the reader have, And of course, also the most frequently asked question that they may have, right? Also the doubts, the type of question that there is always behind this, the topic every single time. And then, of course, presenting our book as a no-brainer solution every single time. And I want to actually show you a real example that we can find on Amazon right now. So you just need to type on Amazon.com. And then, of course, I want to go immediately in Mediterranean diet for seniors because, of course, I want to stay in theme. And I want to show you actually how this guy is selling his book because, of course, he's making a lot of money per month. And I want to show you why he's able to craft an offer that is insane. And to be completely honest, even though I know that this guy for sure made an insane job, in my opinion, the book cover is pretty average. Even the title could do like a much better job. But the most important thing is I want to focus on the winning points that this book is having. First of all, we have to remember the target audience, right? The target audience are people over 60. And what is one of the best part that of course people love is to have very simple ingredients here. So I imagine that people over a certain type of age, they are not able to digest very well very heavy foods. So of course there are no heavy foods. As you can see, there are like fish foods and very cool vegetables. Another very important thing is this full color edition. That is a detail that a lot of people loves to see because of course I imagine, I don't know, a person that is going to the supermarket is gonna see exactly the colors of the ingredients in order to take the right ones. And yeah, it's another small details that allows to say people, okay, no, this is for me, right? But of course, it's just a small detail. The real details are always in the title and in the description. I want to guide you in the one that I love the most about this book. As you can see, first of all, there are the easiest Mediterranean diet cookbook for seniors. So calls out that is very easy. And also for the target audience, that is always very important to include that in the title, right? We have to make sure to include the keyword and the target audience in the title. And as you can see, there is a complete evidence-based guide to healthy eating, weight management, and longevity. These terms are not put here like casually. They're put here in a very strategic way because also longevity is what they're looking for. They're looking for healthy foods to live longer and to stay healthy and to stay light, right? And of course, there are delicious recipes and a 30-day meal plan for adults over 60. Again, they say one more time for who is this book. And yeah, I want to read with you the description. I don't know if you can see it with me. But yeah, look, this is how beautiful. No complicated diets, no expensive ingredients, just simple, delicious Mediterranean meals to help you feel at your best after 60. Look at these also, these terms like effortless, easy, exactly, one more time, delicious, easy to make recipes. Of course, it's very cool to see also that you see this bold. It's not casual that you see this type of bold in the description because what they do, people that are over 60, many times they are not able to read well if they don't have glasses or if they're at the phone. So they want to make sure to have very big bullet points with bold text. So it facilitates the conversion of the in purchase, right? And yeah, as you can see over here, senior friendly design, which of course includes a large print, clear instruction, and easy to follow layout for a stress-free cooking experience, and of course full color photos. And yeah, that lets you understand exactly how crafted it is, this book, specifically for a target audience. Everything is based on the exact target audience that the book want to attract. And yeah, that's it. So guys, it's very important to get clear on these 3 rules in order to make a lot of money with KDP. If you are interested to know all rules and all the foundations, join our free community. You can start right away to start your business in the right way. And yeah, see you inside.